Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback at 6'2" out of Auburn. It's Jarrett Stidham.
For a brief time, he was thought to be a possible successor to Tom Brady while he was still in New England, but that didn't materialize. But opportunity may still knock for him to start in the NFL today. Definitely has the arm and mobility to make plays against NFL defenses. All he needs now is consistency.
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, here's Stidham. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Stidham. And this one is incomplete. So 0 for 2 throwing the football and a very quick 3-and-out to start the game.
Look, stats are going to be decided as the game goes on, but bottom line is that's not the quick start that every team looks for when they begin a game.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep is DJ Dallas. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So here are the Seahawks now with a long field in front of them. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. On 1st down, they'll kick off the drive with Dallas. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. In motion right, that's Metcalf. First carry here for Ken Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3-and-out on their opening drive. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And going right back to Walker. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, here's Walker. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Smith and Jigba in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing is Smith. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 42. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Out of the gun, Smith. A throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. A give for Walker running right. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 33. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Smith. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Geno. He's got his target. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And this is exactly the kind of drive you're hoping for out of the gates. They're mixing the run and the pass well, keeping this defense off balance early. And they're on the march here with another first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A shotgun snap for Smith. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up. And we'll break that one soon.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Stidham. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Stidham. That's taken in by Dulcich. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Stidham now to throw on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Stidham to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Stidham will throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. Powerful running. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Stidham. Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And that He's caught. Touchdown, Denver. Greg Dulcich from 4 yards out. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And a Greg Dulcich touchdown reception finished that drive off. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Now Geno on first down. This is the tight end Fant. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Second down and 4. Now Geno to the right side and complete to Metcalf. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Smith. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Smith throwing again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Smith. Open man, there's Bobo. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Myers' kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando and the EA Sports halftime report. This one has the look of a game that could very well go down to the wire. Just 1 point separating these two clubs at the break. But they're ready for the second half, and we are too, as we'll kick it right back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And they'll bring Judy in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep, and instead of give up the middle to Williams. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Stidham from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Geno now to throw. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Smith now to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now here's Michael Dixon, standing just outside his own goal line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
3rd and 4. Stidham. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. He's one of the bigger receivers in the game, CD, and his size that time certainly helped against double coverage.
Yeah, you're still at a little bit of a disadvantage when you're going against multiple defenders when they're trying to double you and sometimes triple you. But you're exactly right. With his build, he could minimize that disadvantage, and he more than held his own and hauled that one in right there.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Stidham. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Williams not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Trying to improvise. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Leonard Williams. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Man, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to get the lead up to 4. The kick by Lutz is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Smith. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. To throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Here's Smith. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And he's got this down to the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now it's Smith. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Here's Smith. It's caught. Lockett. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Nice. Well coached. A team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Running right, here's Walker. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage?
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So the Broncos now down 13-10, a little under a minute to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Stidham. A gain there. Here's a 2nd and 7. Stidham. Finding Williams once more, complete. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Stidham. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got 1 chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go with Williams. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this